What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Ask Kevin Yee. Today I have my good friend Lynn.
Hi.
We went to pharmacy school together. She's actually a parent, a mom, and a mother pharmacy. One of the questions I have for her today is, what is it like being pregnant and working in the pharmacy?
It was actually really hard. I actually was really nervous to even tell my district manager when I first found out I was pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. So I waited at least until, like they always say 3 months until, because miscarriages can happen, within the first 3 months and just wait. So I waited 3 months and I was like really nervous. I had to actually discuss this with this right-hand lady at first.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, should I tell him? What should I tell him? Should I email him?
What were you exactly nervous about?
Well, because, I just took on the pharmacy manager role, I don't know, 6 months before I found out I was pregnant.
Oh,
so,
shoot.
That's already a lot of pressure. I'm new at this. I never worked, in retail before. So I asked the lady, I was like, hey, how should I tell him? Is it better to tell him in person? Should I email him? Should I text him?
Send him an Instagram DM.
Yeah, I don't know what's the professional way telling your district manager when when you're pregnant, because it's my first time experience this,
Yeah.
So she's like, I think you should tell him in person, because I want to do the easy way. Let me just email him and just, let him read it and I wouldn't have to feel all nervous telling him. But I ended up going to dinner with him one day because our store did really well. So we took us out to dinner.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys eat?
We went to 333, which is a really expensive, fancy restaurant in Oceanside.
Okay. Is it seafood steak type of stuff?
Yeah, seafood, surf and turf, seafood steak, anything. Yeah. So we all ordered the most expensive thing on the menu because we knew, they were gonna pay for it.
Paid for by the company.
So it was me, my staff pharmacist, and I think six or seven of my techs.
Oh wow.
So we ordered appetizers, we ordered drinks because we knew we were gonna get this free meal.
Yeah.
So we just went all out, so after the dinner, before we were about to leave, I was like, I pulled him aside, I was like, hey, I just have to tell you that, I'm expecting, and I wanted to tell you sooner, but I wanted to wait until I passed my, first trimester. So I told him like that, and he was really understanding and supportive. You know, he was like, "Oh, congratulations,"
Yeah.
So sigh of relief, but it was really difficult, telling your district manager, that you're pregnant because it's my first time and I didn't know what to say or what to do. So.
What sort of so if somebody watching this video is pregnant and wants to tell their DM or supervisor or whatever, do you have any tips for them?
I think talking to them in person is the most professional. Emailing, texting, I don't think that's very professional. So maybe just try to set up a meeting with them, and I think most of the time, they'll be understanding. 'Cause that's the most happiest moment of your life. You want to share the news. So I think they'll be understanding.
And they have to be because you can't be like, you're pregnant, you're fired.
Yeah,
Get
no
out.
way.
So you told your manager or your supervisor, and then so fast forward a little later, how was it like working in the pharmacy while?
It was really hard, especially when I was further along. At first, 3 months, 4 months, it was fine, but especially at my pharmacy in particular, because our volume is pretty high. We do between 2,000 and 2,300 a week.
Oh, okay.
And we have a drive-through.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it was horrible because of course, any retail, we're always short-staffed. So having a drive-through and having the pickup window, drop-off, production is just a lot. And being, let's say 8 months pregnant at the time, having to help everywhere, because since I'm the manager, I have to make sure all my metrics are good. So, I'm everywhere. I don't just stand and verify all day. I pretty much go to production, go to drop off, go to the pickup window, drive through. I'm pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
And having to, stand up and bend down and get the prescription bags from the, prescription area. And it's just really tiring. We really don't have a chair to sit down. And if we do have a chair, it's really, you have no time, because you're always constantly on the move. You're busy because the volume is so high.
Yeah.
We do get breaks, like the 15-minute breaks in California because it allows it. But I never take advantage of that because we're always so busy. So there's pretty much no time.
Yeah.
And then being pregnant, you always need to eat something,
Yeah.
So in a pharmacy you can't have food or even coffee, so therefore
some chains won't allow it.
Nope, they don't. So all I had was water. So it's really hard because I would always be hungry all the time, and I wouldn't have a chance to go out and eat, let alone pee. So I just had to wait until my lunch, and I would just eat a lot during lunch.
Did you ever get that like morning sickness?
No, luckily for me, my pregnancy was awesome. No morning sickness, no nothing. But this one time when I was working, I guess I moved around so fast that I really got lightheaded and dizzy.
Oh, what?
To where I had to sit down for a second because being pregnant and moving around like that, it was just it's crazy.
So you basically just sort of sucked it up and just plowed right through.
Basically, just because I'm the manager and I want to make sure my store does well. Yeah, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, when you're coming closer to term and stuff like that, like how did you go about having that conversation about the leave of absence, LOAs and stuff like that?
That was really confusing.
Yeah.
I did not understand anything. Even when I called HR, they're like, what they told me wasn't enough information.
What?
Yeah, I was really confused still. I had my husband help me look things up because he was really, he's
AKA the secretary.
Yes, he's awesome. He does everything for me.
Yeah.
Get him to look up, on the California website because I feel like HR at the retail level, they didn't really help, guide me or help me with, what I need to do, all this paperwork and stuff like that. Nobody really knew what to do. So that was very hard. But, I had friends who've been pregnant and they kind of helped me, apply for the paperwork and stuff.
So if people are trying to find out their benefits, so where do you recommend them to go? So their HR department and the state website or something like that? Yeah. So earlier you were talking about leave of absence and whatnot. So how much time did you actually get?
So I would say close to 4 months. So when I want to hit 36 week, like I said, I drove really far, so I didn't think I could do it any longer. It took me 40 minutes to get to work.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so one way.
Yeah.
And then coming home, especially during traffic, hours, 4:30, it takes me an hour and 15. So I was I just couldn't do it anymore. I was already tired and exhausted, standing up 8 hours a day on your feet, barely getting to sit down, always constantly hungry, and just not having enough time to do anything. So when I got home, I was really exhausted at 8 months pregnant, not close to 9 months. So I just took out my leave of absence.
Yeah.
I basically just emailed my supervisor and said, hey, look, I just want to, put in my leave of absence because I can't work any longer.
Yeah.
So he was pretty understanding. He said, just go ahead and let your scheduler know so they can replace you. So that's what we did. So 36 weeks, I stayed home for the whole month until I delivered. So I delivered at 40 weeks. So I had 4 weeks of just preparing myself to, have this baby.
So what kind of things did you sort of do?
So we had a lot of stuff we had to do. We had to make sure we, buy all the stuff that we need, So we had to do a registry, we had to go Babies R Us. Me and my husband is our first time, so we didn't know anything. So we pretty much went to Babies R Us and scanned whatever we thought we liked and not what the baby needed. So
what kind of stuff did you scan?
Pretty much all the expensive stuff. No. Yeah, so we just scanned the crib, little bathtubs. We scanned cute clothes for him, and we knew we were having a boy, so we just scanned pretty much everything that we didn't know if we needed or not. All the bottles, we just scanned everything that we thought looked good, and
Was there anything that you wish you scanned that would have been really useful, or stuff that you scanned that was totally useless?
So the crib was totally not useful. My brother actually paid for it, so I felt really horrible because he never stepped in the crib at all yet.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so we spent almost $700-800.
What?
And
a crib costs that much?
Yeah, the crib itself, and then the mattress, and then all the sheets. Kids are expensive, so yeah.
Dang.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff actually that we scanned that I don't think we use.
So thank you guys for watching. If you guys got more questions for me, you can either email me at subscribers@refugeehustle.com. You can hashtag Ask Kevin Yee on Instagram, or you can leave a comment below. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you, Lynn, for answering my questions. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Once you finish, you can pay off your loans in 2-3 years, no problem. You can save a bunch of money, buy my nice clothes, nice shoes, nice purses. Well, when you get out and you actually do get a job, yes, you're very excited, but